Shout out to Maze Dat, Shimi Her Gaming. You sent me this image of someone who I would consider a PlayStation aficionado enjoying an Xbox game. This is a good thing, but it's also surprising to me. I'm not somebody who you would say plays a lot of Xbox's games in that regard. In fact, I've told y'all, I play like 3 games, then I sample everything else. In fact, I downloaded Hellblade the other day and I never got to sample it before I had to delete it to download another fighting game. But again, these are my gaming habits these days, okay? I'm limited on time. It's easy to jump in, jump out, fight a few guys, throw digital hands, and get out. But Joseph Moran, who is Mr. Badbit, has a YouTube channel called The Trophy Room, a PlayStation show, said, I'm nearing the end of Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga on my PS5 Pro. I'm counting down the hours so I can go home and finish it. It's a Game of the Year contender for me, Ninja Theory cooked here. Interesting. I can't necessarily blame anybody for enjoying a game, but here's the beautiful thing. Mr. Moran, and I know you'd probably never agree with this strategy. I've never even heard a lot of your content, but I have seen some of your work. Obviously, apparently I watched a video of yours this long, which is cool. I didn't even know I did. You don't seem to care that this game was on another platform for you to have taken enough time to go ahead and buy that other platform to buy Hellblade. You were happy that it gave you the convenience of playing on your own specific platform. Am I right? And if that's the case, then I think what you're doing is exactly what gamers should be doing, which is affirming the fact that they can play their favorite games where they want. What you're also doing is you're bodying terrible PlayStation fanboy talking points. Not that, their talking points have not necessarily been nasty, but you seem to me like a genuine gamer. I say shout out to you. That's what I'm seeing anyways. I mean, you like games, right? And that's good. But I remember when we had to go through all of this, there were all these conversations that, Xbox had no good games and, the games on Xbox weren't so appealing. If the games were that appealing, I'd go ahead and buy me an Xbox to play those games. Nah, that's people on Twitter and YouTube comment sections saying stuff like that. You were not interested. In fact, some of you went and sold the freaking Xboxes. And you told me in the comment section, I sold my Xbox because it didn't have any exclusives. Well, you sold them, but these games were exclusive to Xbox and you weren't interested in playing them. Those people who were doing that were basically trying to console war. Because what we're seeing, what I've been seeing, what y'all been seeing is that these so-called Xbox games that everybody had been talking crap about have basically been either selling like hotcake or making gamers happy when they land on their platforms. This right here, to me, is telling a different story that the 5 of you on Twitter that are the loudest, because I can count you all on one hand, are full of it. That's just what this whole thing is saying. Because 5 of you versus the 3 million that bought Forza Horizon 5 really did expose something in the whole gaming discourse. And then the other 5 journals who had a publication that basically wrote the same things that y'all were saying, y'all shared talking points in your little bubble community, you were full of it. I've never played the Hellblade games. Am I going to play it? Yeah, maybe one day. I still got to get through Resident Evil and all of this backlog. All right, fight me, whatever. However, what am I hearing from these people who are not on Xbox that are playing them? I'm hearing that they like them. And you know what's crazy when they start liking these games, right? They start liking these games and then you start seeing absolute nonsense like this particular post. Oh, Indiana Jones and the latest Doom had disappointing launch sales-wise. Arguably 2 major commercial flops. You remember this May 28th post that this guy put out here? And then when he got asked for data, he started talking nonsense. Do y'all remember that? Do you also remember that before those 2 games came out, they were the top pre-ordered games. They were in the top pre-order games of PlayStation at the time. Do y'all remember? This is the one with Doom, Forza, and Oblivion Remastered. There's another one that showed the Indiana Jones game. If I actually go back and I can find the darn freaking thing, you'll see that Indiana Jones was actually sitting pretty, right? As one of the top pre-ordered games on PlayStation's platform. All of that talk was just pure nonsense. Because gamers are gamers. They'll enjoy games Where games, oh, there it is. This is the one I was going to show you guys. Y'all thought I was joking? I kept it because I knew we would come back to these receipts. March 26, 2025, 7 a.m. I told you. I said PlayStation gamers are speaking with their wallets. Indiana Jones in the Great Circle. Its premium version, $99, was at one point the #1 pre-ordered game on PlayStation, followed by the standard edition, followed by Forza's premium, and followed by the standard edition for Forza. This is literally a screenshot from PlayStation's own store at the time. Doom the Dark Ages also followed it. Why? These gamers are playing these Xbox games because they want to play games. They not only want to play games, they want to play games that they're interested in. And the beauty of it is, if there are not enough of them interested on this one platform, but there are some others interested in another platform, then you have the developers basically going ahead to hedge themselves because they are not beholden to one behavior of a specific console, or at least they can leverage the fact that there are gamers from different platforms that appreciate their games. But Death Stranding 2 is not experiencing that. It's only relegated to PlayStation at this point in time. Don't worry, it'll launch $19.99 or maybe $14.99 on Xbox later down the road, because you know this exclusivity bag is bigger than actually cultivating an audience, right? And who's to say by the time it eventually decides it's going to land on Xbox, that Xbox gamers are not going to have other games? Because again, y'all know that these were kind of their leftovers that they gave you guys for the most part. Doom, yeah, they acquired Bethesda. You can have that. I'm telling y'all, the script flipped the moment we found out that one company was, willing to spend $80 billion on games. Y'all were saying that they were going to be third party. They were going to leave hardware. They were going to they were going to But many of you, again, I don't think you really consider that $80 billion is a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, you've been in an ecosystem where the entirety of what that ecosystem has been doing has just been blocking a juggernaut from being able to come into the market and compete via third-party exclusivity. But now it's going to mean nothing. The Xbox gamer is not interested in going, and it even makes more sense that even now that PlayStation hasn't even launched a number of games, many PlayStation gamers are still not interested in going over to Xbox to go play those games. They'd rather just keep playing their regular Piscatella 15 until something drops their way. So Xbox understanding that, man, these guys are prime to buy our titles because they're there with money sitting in their pockets. They already bought their copy of Call of Duty. They already have Fortnite downloaded. They already bought their copy of 2K. So what does Xbox need to do at this point? Get in there and give them something to spend money on. If PlayStation is not going to do it, Xbox is going to do it. And they're doing it. And as they're doing it, you're seeing the so-called fans enjoy it as they speak with their wallet, and even some others even now posting on social media that this stuff is actually good and fun for them. Congrats! You're a gamer. Peace out.